Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. So today I just want to have a quick chat about buying off-plan properties in Dubai. I know maybe some people are first-time buyers or you're an international client and you don't understand what is off-plan property. So just to give you a background, off-plan properties in Dubai are sold, out of all the properties that are sold in Dubai, 60% of them are usually like off-plan. So mostly for investors, you make more money in off-plan than buying a ready property. And I've been selling properties in Dubai for more than 6 years now, so I'm the best person to help you. So what are off-plan properties? So an off-plan property is a property that has not been built. So what most developers do, they launch the property and then people start paying. Like each year you're paying maybe 20 to 30%, and it takes about 4 years for you to do the payment. And then by the time you finish your payment, the money, the property is ready. And the money that you're paying is usually put in an escrow account that is stored by the government. So you're literally the developer, they're building with their money until they reach a certain construction stage. That's when they get this kind of money. So you're usually safe. So an off-plan property is basically like new, it has not been constructed, and you pay through the year. So another question that I usually get from investors is, do you need a bank account to open to buy an off-plan property? Actually, yesterday an investor asked me that. So when you're buying off-plan properties in Dubai, you don't need a bank account, because what happens is when you're doing this payment, like when you're doing the property payment, you're sending directly to the escrow account of the developer, and you're paying the other money to the DLD, to the account that you need to pay. So you don't need an account in Dubai unless you're buying a ready property. And in case you're interested in opening bank accounts or you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. So if you want to buy an off-plan property, you don't need a bank account. So what do you need? So one, you need to identify why you're buying this property. Is the property for investment? Are you buying the property for your family? Or are you buying the property for golden visa? Because right now we've seen, after the government announced the new changes with the golden visa, the 10-year visa, there are so many people who are looking to buy properties in Dubai. So once you know why you're buying the property, it becomes easy for the person that is going to help you buy this property, and then they're able to guide you accordingly. Then another point that you need to consider in terms of location, like where do you want to buy the property? Because anywhere in the world, it's all about location. So location, especially if you're an investor, you want to buy a property in a good location that you know it will have very good capital appreciation. And also if you're like buying for your own family, you're looking at buying a property that is near maybe schools, hospitals, a place where your kids can, can find play, like parks and all that. So you need to identify why you're buying this property. And then the other question you need to identify is your budget. So every time an investor asks me like, I need to buy a property, a 2-bedroom, I'm usually like, what's your budget range? It's not a bad question for us to ask you, because guys, in Dubai, the property prices, they range anywhere from maybe 1 million dirhams. So a studio is like 500,000 dirham, all the way we have properties for 100 million dirhams. So you can get a 2-bedroom that is going for 400,000 USD. You can get a 2-bedroom that is going for $2 million. You have like any kind of property in Dubai. So identify the budget. So when we ask you that, just be very good with it. Once you identify the budget, then you need to work with a good agent. And guys, I know some people, investors, they prefer to just go directly to the developer. But the reason I'm asking you to work with an agent and work with me is, when you go to the developer, they'll just give you the stock, what they have. They don't care whether the property has a good view or not. They'll just sell you whatever they have. If you work with an agent, let's say you want to buy a villa, you're looking for a villa for your family, or you're looking for a villa for investment. One, we know all the villas that are being launched in Dubai. It doesn't matter whether it's Emar, Nakil, Miras, any developer, we already know all the villas that are in Dubai. So when you work with an agent, they are able to sit down and guide you, like this villa is available, this and this. And then you sit down and check about the villas, which one makes sense for you. And then when it comes to reselling this property, if you buy directly with the developer, then they will not help you resell this property. It's us who will come and then we'll start reselling the property for you. And if I'm the one who helped you buy this property, then it becomes very easy for me to help you sell this villa. So you need to get a good agent to work with. You can check my number here. I can give you more details on any properties that you're interested in. After that, now you need to start like looking at the property options that are available. So let's say you go to MR. So MR is launched, has villas and all that. They have apartments. You don't just need to buy a villa. You need to, like, there's so many other factors even in a villa community that you need to check. Like for instance, if you're buying a villa, if you buy something that is near the pool or something that is near the park, those ones, the premium is usually like very high. Because remember, you as an investor, you're buying this property, and the people that will buy from you are end users, and end users, they want something that is very good for their family. So you need to also work with the agent to be able to get a good property during launching. And usually launches in Dubai are crazy. So we've just launched actually Vida Dubai Marina at Dubai Hills, and it was sold out. Like, it was sold out. When we launch very good properties, investors know, and people who are in Dubai already know. So some properties usually get sold out within 30 minutes. We usually tell people that, and they don't believe. If a property is very good, it usually gets sold out immediately. Anyway, once you identify the property that you're interested in, so you just need to check your cash flow. Like most different developers have different payment plans, so it depends on which payment plan you prefer. But for like IMA right now, they're giving 90-10, so it means you're paying 90% during construction and 10% on handover. And guys, I'll tell you why you need to buy 90-10 and not go get maybe 40-60. It's because these properties are on very high demand and you make very good capital appreciation. I usually tell my investors, you'd rather go buy one property with IMAR than go buy maybe 4 properties somewhere else where you're being given 1% payment plan for each month. Because when it comes to capital appreciation, I've worked with investors, and IMAR has done a good job. They've been able to get very good capital appreciation. So when there's a new launch coming up, go through the product before, even like a few days before the property is launched. Go through the product, go through what is being launched, and then choose the property that you want. Be a little bit flexible, because sometimes you don't always get what you want. And then during the launch date, so if it's a local client, usually they book with 10% plus 4% DLD. So you need to have a check of 10% plus 4% DLD, and you need to have it 2 days before the launch. That way you get a priority. And then your passport copy. So for international clients, you need to pay to provide your passport copy, and then be ready on the day of the launch. So on the day of the launch is usually very crazy and very fast. But once we tell you we've given you a property, like let's say we're launching villas, and we give you, this is the villa we've allocated for you, you need to pay $10,000 immediately to be able to book this property. Then the developer is going to send you the offer letter with the details of the property, and with the payment plan, and with the layout for the property, and all details, all the terms and conditions. You just go through them, sign, and then send them back to the developer. And then you need to provide proof of transfer of the 10% plus 4% DLD. So this one, you need to do it maybe by the same day or by the following day. So that way you know your property is secure. So for IMAR, the payment plan is 10% on booking plus 4% DLD, 10% after 1 month, and then like another 10% by the end of the year. Other developers are slightly different. And then you can pay for your property. Usually, like, the best time for you to get very good capital appreciation is when the property is almost being handed over. So let's say like 2 months or 3 months before the property is being handed over, that's when you get the most capital appreciation. So just buy with the mentality of keeping this property until when it's almost being handed over. That's when you'll be able to make very good returns. So this is how you buy an off-plan property in Dubai, and you can reach out to me. We have golden visa right now that are being offered. We have like so many parks that are being offered. The top developers, MR, Nakil, they're launching amazing products. We have Miras. If you're looking for property, villas, townhouses, just kindly reach out to me. I'll share my WhatsApp number here. Thank you so much, and yeah, subscribe.